Well, hello folks, it's Mike here. I just want to welcome you back to Mr. Cast Iron, and today what we're going to be doing, I'm going to show you how to make a ribeye steak in a cast iron skillet using beef tallow. This is Wagyu Beef Tallow from South Chicago packing, and so beef tallow, of course, you know, is beef fat that's been rendered down from beef. And it's very good. It's got a good nutty flavor to it. It looks kind of like Crisco, but it's beef tallow. And so what we're going to do, I got my cast iron skillet heated up already. We're going to place about, I don't know, almost a tablespoon of beef tallow in our cast iron skillet. Going to get that moved around here a little bit. And the next thing I want to do, I've had a ribeye that has been marinating for a little while, and so we're going to let this beef fat move around just a little bit, and we're going to show you how to cook a ribeye. Now, all I've done, I've used SPGO on one side, and so we're going to do it on the other side here at Sizzle, and we'll get me a little bit more SPGO. One thing I wanted to mention about this beef tallow, beef Wagyu, of course this comes from Japanese beef, my understanding of it, and of course it's got the heavy marbling on the meat itself, on the steak, and they render that down into beef tallow. And so beef tallow is great for cooking. You just got to be careful because it has a lower smoke point. It's somewhere between 325 to 400 degrees, just depending on what cow and where it comes from, what part of the cow that the actual beef tallow comes from. And but not only that for cooking, but it's also very good for seasoning cast iron too. So, you know, as you're cooking in your cast iron skillet, it's not only cooking your food, but it's also helping to add a layer of seasoning to your cast iron skillet as well. So that's one thing I like about it. Now another thing too, this has like a real nutty, earthy like flavor to it. So, you know, you're cooking beef in beef fat, and I mean, you just can't get any better than that. Okay, well, it's been another 4 minutes, so I want to take this and probe this and see what temperature it's running internally. Because I may want to flip it over. I want to flip it over and run it just a little bit more. But you can see it's starting to get a good char on it. That's what we want right there. So, okay, the timer just went off, so I want to take and probe this. Let me move this out of the way here. I can probe this where you can see it, hopefully. Oh yeah, we're right about 140, 145, so I'm going to go ahead and pull that. We'll get ready and cut that and see what it looks like on the inside. Alright, well, let's take a look at it and see. We're running right at about 143, so that ain't too bad. And I'm gonna go ahead and cut this a little bit. Right down the middle, boy, she slices just like butter. There is a ribeye cooked in Wagyu beef tallow. If you've never cooked a steak in beef tallow, it's worth doing. I mean, it's got a great flavor. It's really good. It does a great job on the steaks, as you can see. I could have probably pulled this in about 8 minutes, but I went ahead. I did 5 minutes on each side, and we had our skillet heated up with our beef tallow to about 350, 375 degrees. But I actually used a lid on top of my cast iron skillet. Now, you may or may not use a lid on your cast iron. I do. I find it Keeps me from, splattering grease all over the stove. Not only that, it keeps the heat inside and keeps circulating throughout the cast iron skillet, and it just seems to me like it cooks your steak a lot faster when you do it that way. But I want you to look at that now. That is a perfect steak in my opinion, and I mean it's just limber as it can be. It's nice and done on the edge. Got a great flavor. So leave me a comment and let me know if you've ever cooked your steak in beef tallow. Let me know what you think about it. And we'll be talking to you again soon. You guys have a great day now. It's Mike over here at Mr. Cast Iron. You know what I'm fixing to do.